Conversation.
Well,
But
like ours is like straight in front of us, so even it makes me look straight.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're focusing like your guy's right there, but you're looking past him.
Yeah, so like I can tell when I'm like looking off to the side. I'm like, stop looking off to the side. Look at the camera. Yeah.
See, so my nephew Jose, he's our EP. He's not here at the moment. Actually, I guess I can say congratulations to Jose and Kaylee. They had a baby boy not too long ago.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, so Jose, isn't here with us today. He's on dad duty now.
There you go.
Yeah,
For the rest of his life
kid.
now, huh?
Yep, their first kid. And so he usually, when we first set up the TV, I thought it'd be a good idea to have it. And so I was doing the same thing, like you said, you were saying. I'd sit there and I'd look at it and I'd look at my girl, so he's like, you got to stop looking at the TV.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it drove him nuts.
Did it? Well, like I said, ours is set up where it's like it makes us look straight.
Yeah.
It's directly in front of us. Yeah.
It helps you sit up and makes you.
Yeah. If you're slouching or if I'm just looking stupid, like, oh, stop doing that.
Yeah. But, today I happened to be on TikTok, right? I was looking at this video that I saw, and I thought it was the coolest thing. It was this guy and his dog. They were out on a boat, out on the where dolphins are, wherever the hell that is, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and so this dolphin kept circling around him and trying to get their attention, and the guy was like, "Oh, that's cool. There's a dolphin kind of following us." But this dolphin was actually signaling them. His dog actually noticed them, so his dog starts barking, then looks at the owner and like, "Hey, there's something wrong with this dolphin." So somehow this dolphin led them to an emergency. So they kind of turned their boat and they followed this dolphin to a certain spot, this little destination. Well, there was another dolphin all tangled up in wires and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They say the dolphins are like the smartest mammals. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so this guy, took action and he was able to get down there and he grabbed this other dolphin. I think it was a smaller one, and he was able to cut all these lines that were on this dolphin, right? And it had this floaty device that was on him too.
This sounds like it was a long video.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was about a 3-minute video.
That's pretty long for TikTok, right?
Yeah, right. And but it goes really quick. I like to add shit to it, so.
Right.
So it makes it sound even better.
Yeah.
And we'll have to edit that part out. So, and so they eventually this dolphin thanked him by freaking doing tricks in the water.
Okay. Yeah.
It was crazy. And so they went off and they went to dock. The dolphin followed them all the way there. And which it became a relationship between this dog and this dolphin.
Right. Right.
Which I thought it was just such a cool story. And then months go by, they go back out to the water, and the dolphin's been right there where they dock at.
Oh, so they can find this dolphin?
Yeah.
Like
so
later.
Later on. Yeah, later on. So I don't know. I just thought it was a cool story. Have you ever seen anything like that or?
Yeah, there's other TikToks that do that. There's like different animals. Like the guy has done it with he's on the highway and a deer won't get out of the middle of the highway and he like decided to follow the deer and it led him to the same situation.
So like there was a deer like
there's one of their fawn or something was in trouble.
Like hostaged or
no, I don't know.
This is sounding a lot like Lassie. How Lassie would always, you probably don't know who Lassie is.
No, I know Lassie. Yeah.
Lassie would always go and get him, and bring him to the problem.
What's that, Lassie? Little Tim fell in the well?
Yeah. Yeah. And
I just, there was a better conclusion to that story. I thought you were going to say something, like years later, like someone broke into that guy's house and a dolphin showed up and saved him. He paid him back. Now that would have been the great way to end that story.
Man.
It was a subpar ending, right? Subpar.
Yeah, I mean, it was just so, they do that trick normally. I mean, That's just an
Is it
instinctual
a
thing.
trick or is it a?
It's what do you want to call it? A skill? It's something a dolphin can do. You know. So,
They're pretty damn smart.
yeah, they're very smart. So yeah, I don't blame them for trying to get help. Usually, dolphins are actually assholes. Dolphins are huge assholes.
Like the ones in Miami.
Well, they're going through it too, but
Yeah, Chris, you any stories like that? Anything inspirational?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Said no.
Anyway, let's start the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast.
welcome back to the Big Modcast.
oh, I was looking for the other one. I couldn't remember.
I know. See, I need to mark them down. I meant to do that, but this place is such a mess. The last 2 days, I mean, I just had everything everywhere. Yeah, I am your host, Big Mod Mario Garcia. To my left, my co-host, my son Marcos, and running the board as usual, Chris. Hello, Chris. Say hi.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. And of course, like I said earlier, Jose is not with us. He's taking a break. He'll be on break for a little while. But yep, can't wait to see him. And hopefully, when he comes back, he'll bring the baby with him. Little Lucas. Can't wait to. Have you had a chance to meet him? See him?
No, I mean I've seen him. I haven't met him yet.
So you gonna wait for his first birthday? What are we waiting on?
I don't know. I don't want to be rude and just go over. I mean, he invited
mean?
you guys. I mean,
Well, yeah, but we went to the hospital. See him.
yeah. I mean, I didn't get to go.
Where were you at?
I don't.
you're
I was.
probably working.
I was working. Doing.
Oh,
I was
it
with
was-
you. I was with you when you got the text.
Oh yeah. It was just for me, son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get to our guests, Chris, could you go ahead and play our sponsor reads? You know, the ones that are making this possible for us. This podcast is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto: no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and the professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448 and ask for Joe Quinn.
This episode is sponsored by Goal Fire Protection. With over 26 years of fire sprinkler experience, Goal Fire Protection has built our livelihoods on established relationships and providing quality fire sprinkler systems. From retrofits, remodels, service, repairs, new installation, and inspections, simple to the extreme, we can help you every step of the way. No job is too small or too big for our knowledgeable crews. For your free estimate, call 913-441-3390 or email us at gochoa@goalfireprotection.com.
Before we forget, please, everyone, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to the Big Modcast. Follow us on all social media platforms at The Big Modcast. And check for future updates. Go ahead and hit that notification bell, Chris. And check out for future videos.
Yes, please do, everyone. We'd appreciate. We need more subscribers. But it's
It's been a while
fun
since we
to do.
checked it. I don't even know. We
I
made a
don't
big
even
deal
want
at
to.
500, but I don't know what we went to after that.
Yeah, I saw you guys were like at 500.
Sound-
Over.
I know we're over 500.
I mean, we made a big deal to get to 500, but then we haven't checked it.
Was that your goal? Like,
Well-
we have to put the push for 500.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
no,
at a certain-
absolutely.
because we were just watching it because we're slowing to get to 500, but then after 500 we haven't checked in a minute. I don't even
I
know.
know. Yeah. Sometimes I check it, and sometimes I look 2 weeks later. I'm like, shit, we're still. Actually, we start losing people. I don't know.
Sometimes it goes-
How do you unsubscribe?
I don't know if that's possible. But yeah, let's go ahead and introduce our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest for the evening, who is actually one of the hosts of the Ad Astra Boys podcast, Mr. Joseph Hootman Jr.
Thank you for having me on the show again. I know I was on the show earlier. Has it been about a year?
Yeah, it's definitely been about a year.
Yeah.
If not over, because I mean, we
It
started
was-
doing this back in we officially got
It
up
was-
going in like November, if I'm not correct.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
actually episode number 72.
All right.
Damn.
So I know on that episode that Casey Waltz, my other co-host, was with us,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
but you decided to make a better show and just have me. Good choice. Good choice.
We'll say I decided, and I will go with that.
You're right.
Yeah, remember because we were on that whole tangent. I was like, wait, the Ed Asner podcast.
Yeah.
The actor.
You were like, oh, I don't understand what's going on here. It's like, I don't know if you actually heard the words that we were saying.
And yeah, and then you guys went into the explanation. Of how
Yeah,
you
because
got the name.
it's on the Kansas flag at Astra, Kansas. You know.
Yeah.
It was actually Casey
cool.
Waltz's idea. I'll give him that. It was his idea.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's a cool little thing you guys got going there. It was actually episode number 72.
That we was on. And what are you at now?
We are at
116?
117.
117?
All right.
Yeah.
I can't do math, otherwise I'll tell you how many ago that
We
was.
don't do math here. Do you know what high school I went to, Joe?
Did you go to J.C. Harmon?
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
Do you know who else went to J.C. Harmon? This guy right here. We're on it, buddy. We're on it.
Yeah. You know
So
what?
is your math any better than his?
I think I was pretty strong in math.
I'm seeing
audience
I'm seeing
says-
the audience
Been at
says
least
no.
40 episodes.
Audience says no.
It's been at
Man,
least 40
I'll tell you
episodes.
this.
Give me exact
I took a
number.
calculus class at KU, went to maybe 2 classes, and still got a D. So I still passed.
Maybe it's a reputation that they had that they don't flunk anybody, so they had to just give
Right.
you
Hey,
like a
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
appreciate.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
I appreciate you being here. Yeah, thank you.
No, thanks for asking me. I know we ran into margaritas. That
So you do remember that?
Yeah, I mean, I was already lit up then
Oh, yeah.
too. But
Because I was like, I had told Sandy, I said, I don't know if he's gonna remember me asking him this.
yeah, no, and then yeah, I did.
Yeah, because
and-
it was real quick because I was leaving and you were leaving and
Right. But I was like, yeah, absolutely. Come on the show, man. It's always a good time. It's always fun, talking to people about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah, right. This is why we do this.
When'd you go to Margaritas?
This was
It was probably about a month ago or
no, probably a little
so.
longer than
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
been a while.
I think it was like maybe the early part of the summer because it hadn't got hot yet. I think
Was
that's
it that long ago?
I think so.
Dude, that's
Oh,
like
man.
3 months ago.
I don't think it was 3 months ago. I don't think it.
Mid-October.
Anissa, do you remember?
You said the beginning of summer. The beginning
Oh,
of summer is
goodness.
like close to May, June. That was
See,
like 3
didn't I
months.
tell you I like to add on to shit when I tell stories?
There you go.
That's
There you
what-
go.
Yeah, Joe, it was like 3 weeks ago. So we'll just
Yeah,
we'll
like-
keep it at that.
I'll say a month, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe the end of summer, maybe.
Right. All right, Joe, how we doing? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. You asked me to come on the show. I thought it's always a great opportunity for, to go on someone else's show. You can, pump up your show a little bit. And
Yeah,
then, and one of the main, I won't say the main reason, but one of the reasons I wanted to come on here was to talk about the taco dinner, which I see you had the flyer there.
Yeah, I'm glad.
My son, I coach his 15U baseball team, a local team here. Actually, your cousin, Al Garcia, is a coach on that team as well. So we're having a taco dinner on October 26th at the Nest down there in Argentine. $8 for 3 tacos and some rice. You're not going to beat that. And these prices out here today, that's a good deal.
Yeah, that is a good deal.
So yeah, man, come down, support your local athletes. These young men have worked extremely hard at this sport, and we're just going to try to raise some money so we can get a little bit better and do some more things and this and that.
What age group are they?
15U. They're 15.
15U. Okay.
All these boys are freshmen in high school.
So this is cousin Cruz. Is Cruz on that team?
Cruz. So we actually have 2 teams.
Oh, okay.
Cruz is on the other team. He's
Okay.
on Dave's
Oh,
team.
so you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we usually practice together and stuff. So actually, Dave has like a showcase team. He has like more elite team.
Okay.
But we still pretty. I mean, we
Still
were very
competitive.
successful this past season. So we're trying to move on up.
Are they in fall ball right now?
We had 2 tournaments. We're done for the fall season. But we played in 2 tournaments. Our first tournament was not very good. We
What?
came out.
You gotta start somewhere, though.
Yeah, no, man. We came out. We didn't play well at all, and it showed. And when you play at higher levels, if you make mistakes, I mean, they're going to take advantage.
Yeah.
But we came back the next tournament, and we did really well. We actually lost in the championship game in extra innings.
Oh,
So
no.
yeah, it was.
You surely made it a game though for the crowd.
Oh man, it was tough. I thought
Was it intense?
it was. Oh man, it was intense. Championship games are always intense, man. I'll tell you this. So we're the home team, bottom of the 7th. We have bases loaded with 1 out. I think we're winning. But
This is how great stories start. Too.
yeah, man. But no, we had a strikeout, then a pop up,
man.
and then you go into extra innings in this specific tournament. Extra innings is bases loaded, 1 out. Is how you start. So we made an error,
Wow.
and then this happens.
You know, it's funny. When I played baseball, I always thought about those scenarios, like in the batting lineup. I don't remember what I was. I was like middle of the pack. I know I was like one of the better runners, so I was like near the top. But what it was is like depending on like how the play count is going. Say there's a strike, and like depending where I was in the lineup, I'd have to like do mental math. Like, all right, like either this guy gets on base before me. That way, in case I get out and the pressure's not on me,
Right,
like I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay. And then
yeah.
I was like making sure. I'm like, all right, come on, either hit it, get out or something. So I'm not the third one.
So it's not on you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want that pressure. I'm gonna
yeah.
choke. I know how I am.
It's tough, man. Baseball's a hard sport too. It's a very mental sport. Has your cousin Al Garcia ever coached you?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Al's intense. Al's
Oh, yeah.
definitely
very.
intense.
Yeah, he's still, huh? Yeah, he
Oh, yeah,
actually
man.
he coached our oldest son.
Okay.
My dad. And yeah, Mod couldn't take the heat.
No.
So he's like, nah, baseball's not for me. I'd rather kick a ball than throw it and hit
There
it.
you go.
You know?
I mean, Al don't play, man. He's intense, and it's about baseball. And if you're not about baseball, just like you said, go play another sport.
Yeah, we can go back in the day. I played men's fast pitch. So did Al, and we all played.
Yeah. So I haven't never played men's fast pitch, but I umpired a couple tournaments.
Oh no.
Did you?
Yeah, and it's like,
Intense.
man, it's intense, but it's like, how do you hit the ball, man? Because
Yeah,
they're like, it's hard. They're like the big crow hop and coming around. I'm like, oh, it's
It is such a fun sport to play.
yeah.
We have a family team and so right before I started playing with the men's team, which is our family team, my dad and his brothers had the team at the time.
Which team is it?
Los Indios.
Okay.
Can't say Los Indios.
Mm-hmm.
And Al brought all of us young ones. We were still probably high schoolers, and they started a league down at Shawnee Park in Armadale,
Yep.
and
yep.
he was our coach.
Okay.
So
okay.
so I have played for him, and we have played together.
How young would you be?
And what's that?
How young would you have been?
I was maybe 17, 16.
What is it?
18.
10 years older than you?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
just a little side note, we actually drove by that park last night, and they were getting ready to play a softball game there.
Oh, really? Right
it might
there,
have been-
with the 7th and Kansas.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know if
So
it was
it's-
like they're just warming up. But I was like, oh, that's probably a men's fast pitch game
Oh,
right there.
Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if anybody. I don't.
Was it last night? Or was it
No, it was
Sunday?
Sunday.
night.
Okay.
Sunday night. Yeah.
That's interesting.
So full uniforms and all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I wonder what it was.
Hmm.
Or no, it can't be high school because it's not even in season.
I know it was men.
So, yeah.
No, it
So
was
it
no, it
was
was definitely a men's Mexican league. It was definitely for sure.
okay.
Wow. That's,
So maybe they have something on Sunday nights down there. I know we play a lot of slow pitch at City Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they also use that city park for fast pitch tournaments as well.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they. No, actually, it's been a few years. Actually, because we started moving it to down in Missouri.
Like Penn Valley.
Yeah, Penn
Yeah.
Valley.
Yeah, no, that's
you
where
familiar
I've
with
worked a couple.
Mulkey Park is?
Mulkey.
Up
Yep.
on top of the hill,
Mhm,
off a summit. Where you can
Yes.
see
Yeah.
downtown.
Yep.
Yeah. So they've actually.
So
used
do you
that
know
for-
Mike Gomez?
Yes.
Does he do that with you guys? I've seen him post a few things.
Yeah, I mean, we used to play. He doesn't play anymore. I think he may be still part of the Bravos organization, but I've known Mike for.
So
a
Mike,
while now.
yeah, Mike came on our show a couple weeks ago. He's a Yankees fan.
How many? Oh, so he went on for baseball playoffs.
Yeah, it was like right before. right before we played the Yankees. He came on.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and he's a Raiders fan.
True.
Man, this guy, dude.
What a weird.
He's
mixture.
like the most hated dude in Kansas City. Mike Gomez,
Mike,
if you're watching
I like
this,
you, Mike.
you're the
You're a good
no,
guy.
most hated dude in Kansas City. I know you are.
What a weird combo. Yankees and Raiders. That just seems.
Nah, I feel like there's a lot of people that are like that.
Probably. I mean, you like
but
the
they
you
show
like
the-
the you like the black and silver and the pinstripes, right? Yeah,
They're just literally
That's
the
what it's
two
gotta be.
opposite points of the freaking U.S.
But
yeah,
they're-
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if you're gonna be in the middle, you might as well like the farthest from each.
A funny story about Mike. Like, we took him. We have season tickets, and we took him to the Raiders game last year. And
On Christmas?
yeah,
Oh,
and they won.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's the last time we lost.
And,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. He was like, oh, it's the best Christmas gift ever. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think I would have said the same thing.
Nah, yeah, Mike's a good dude. I like Mike.
Yeah. So before we go any further, I have to ask you this: how's the John Deere?
Dude, I love the John Deere, man.
Yeah. You remember? Do you know why I asked that question?
Why? Did I show you?
No.
No.
Because you on the last time you guys were on our show, I asked you what was your most prized.
I was the John Deere, right?
It's gotta
Yeah.
be the John Deere.
Because I had just got it because we moved into a house that has a pretty good size. It's a half an acre, so it's a pretty good little size. I was like, I'm not pushing that, right? So I was like, it's like I've always wanted a John Deere my entire life. I was like, I'm getting it. I don't care. Credit is great. I went and got it, and I love it. I wrote it today. I cut some grass earlier. Yeah.
Does that make you want to cut grass? Do you sit like and stare at your lawn after you cut it?
I do.
Do
I
you?
do.
And-
Right now it's different because like they're redoing our sewer line, so our front yard's all tore up.
Oh, it's all
So
dirty.
you guys are
Yeah.
getting hit now.
Yeah, so it's like now I look at my yard. I'm just pissed off all the time. Like man, my yard's all jacked up.
You're starting to become a grumpy old man.
Yeah,
Right? Is he?
I'm about at that
We're
age.
there. I'm
I'm about at that age, man. It's like, come on. Can we just get this over with?
Yeah, we had when we first moved in this house back in 2001. Our lawn was like kick-ass. I mean,
Oh,
it was
yeah?
cool. It was fun to cut. Of course, we were the ones that were cutting the grass because all my kids were still little bitty shits, and
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
yeah, and so yeah, I was one of those guys like because I lived in KCK, we didn't have a yard, we didn't have grass,
man,
right?
Yeah.
And so I would cut it, and then I'd even get down on it, kind of look and see how nice it was.
People drive by, thought
and
he was
then
working.
Later on, yeah. Then later on in life,
Like, can we hire you? Can we hire you?
Yeah.
Who do you work for?
right? And so, yeah, and then that grass just went away. Then here comes this other kind of grass, and it just
They're
didn't
called
look as good.
weeds.
Oh yeah, it was called weeds.
Oh man.
But now I have ER Lawn Care.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they're actually doing. They did our yard last. Was it spring?
Mm-hmm.
Was it during
Fall.
spring? Fall. Yeah,
Something.
front and back. So
Yeah,
and
I might have to-
we didn't.
I'm about to hit them up.
Water
Are they local here?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I just live like 5 minutes down the street from you. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
but
local.
I try to do my own, stuff, but
Okay.
I've ran into this clover situation.
Mm.
Do you have a lot of clover in your yard?
No, not anymore.
Well,
If we did, yeah.
I do, and
Yeah.
it's not good. It's not good. I'm tired of the clover, man. We're gonna have to do something about that.
Yeah. Well, that's who you can contact.
All right, I'm gonna have to hit up a ER. It sounds like a good deal.
Yep.
I hate cutting grass. I don't know why you enjoyed it, dude. Our backyard is like, it's all hilly. Like, you got the pool, but then it like takes an immediate like drop off, and you're pushing it sideways. And for the longest time, we didn't have the lawnmower we had. It's
The self-propelled.
the self-propelled was broken, so you're over here pushing it.
Push it,
Yeah, it was,
man.
it was terrible.
So there was one day these guys didn't cut the grass. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go cut the grass, and I started cutting. And I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, see,
This
Yeah,
walk behind
yeah.
isn't working, and then right away I was like, we need to go get another mower because then I started to feel bad for these guys. I'm like, man, these guys
all,
have to push
all
this.
those years he got
And
pissed
you're
off.
literally
at
like
us.
you're pushing the mower
you're
like this,
hell.
right in the backyard.
Oh, you have like a little slant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have
Corner.
a pool in the back, and then it slopes off on
Okay,
both sides.
okay.
So this grass, it's like a U. Yeah, Was it a pain in the ass to cut?
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Especially, well, I mean, for a while there, it was just really bad just because,
The self-propel wasn't working.
well,
Yeah.
that, and, we're supposed to have a system where our sister was supposed to go pick up the dog's poop, and then we go push it, but they never
Oh,
did.
man.
And
So
then,
then they blame.
That's why I don't own animals. I'm not. I've had enough kids. I'm not trying to clean up after animals too, man. It's just like, no animals. No more
But
cleanup.
I'm sure there's dogs in the neighborhood maybe that run through your yard and
No, man, we have a
leave you some
fence.
party
We're
favors?
not in Wyandotte County anymore.
No, that's right. Never mind. Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
have packs of dogs just running around.
Right, yeah.
They literally do that. Did I talk about that?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
You did. You
I-
talked about that.
Oh yeah, it was on that.
Was that episode? They do. They
Yeah.
literally do that. I was driving around. I'll say it again. I was driving around, and there was like 12 of them all together in the middle of the day, and like 2 of them had like rabbits in their mouth.
Yes.
So I know they
Yes.
were packed.
This is a story he told the last time. I was like,
This
yeah,
was-
yeah.
I was like right over by like off one of like the side streets like by Maple Hill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like I saw him. I was like, oh my god! I locked my door. I was like, I don't.
So we know what we do have is deer. Now we have deer.
Yeah.
That's
And-
cool though.
And yeah, it is cool. But one of them was in my backyard. I'm like, how did this deer get in the backyard? Because there's a fence. Like we have like
Yeah.
a pretty tall fence. I'm like, I don't know how you got it back here, but
They're wild.
man,
Deer
yeah.
can get in anywhere. I've seen that before.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
That's okay. So wait. So there is or isn't a fence?
There is a fence.
There's a fence. So probably
It's like
jumped over.
the black iron gate fence kind of
Oh,
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you do? Did you?
No, it was a girl deer, so you can't do that. I don't think if it was a
So it was a doe,
it was a doe. I
A
don't know if
deer.
it was a buck,
a female deer.
a female deer. I don't even
I don't know
if
the
it was
rest
a
of that
buck. I
song.
don't think you can shoot it in the city, right? You can't do that. I
That's
don't.
why you got to get the
What are you Rambo?
I don't think you
bow
can.
and arrows.
I
out.
don't think you could kill a deer in the city, right?
Well, I mean,
Period.
if
don't
nobody
know.
sees you, I'm sure.
There you
What are you
go.
gonna do with this big old thing? And
Well, you call somebody.
To
I'm
come
sure there's-
process it. Call
I'm
someone
sure
come
you-
process it.
Yeah, I know you. You got to know somebody that hunts for fun, for pleasure, and they say, "Hey, guess what? I caught a deer.
I caught him. He's in my garage. Come get him.
yeah, right.
See, you could have wrapped him up with the blanket and hit it with the bat. Remember that
Look
story?
at the cow?
I think I said that.
That was the
story.
cow story. Yeah, yeah, the cow story.
Yeah.
I don't think
Um,
I'd eat a deer like that. I don't think you could in the city. I think it'd be all messed up. Just something about it, like a Kansas
know,
City deer
but
versus like
you
a
know,
deer out.
So that's-
Oh yeah, them city deer. They don't taste right.
I
man.
bet they
Them city
don't. I bet they
deer.
don't. I bet they're like.
Yeah.
I bet they're nasty. Like you have to eat
What?
like a.
Okay, I thought I heard that deers were like the roaches of the wild.
The wild?
the forest, the
Of
woods
of the wilderness.
Yeah,
The roaches?
That they're
Like,
like
they can't
they're-
die. There's like everywhere.
They're like dirty. I mean, they
Dirty?
like have fleas on them, and
What's what I'm saying? I bet.
Yeah.
I bet they're. I'm just saying. There's a big difference. There's probably Kansas deer, and then like Wyoming deer, or somewhere like Colorado where you can shoot like probably a cleaner looking
Oh my goodness.
deer.
like
I
a
don't know.
western Kansas. There's a difference between a western Kansas deer and a city deer.
Look,
We'll have to look that up.
Wyandotte Park. When we go look at those deer,
Uh-huh.
I really doubt any of them are like clean. And I'm not saying clean like they're all they're wild animals. They're not clean, but like internally, I bet they're nasty because there's trash all over that park.
Because
And
they're
I
like-
bet they're getting into shit. They're probably eating human food, and I bet it's just. I bet they're just.
Yeah.
They're,
Because they're from KCK. They grew up in the projects, right?
Right.
They,
so there was this thing.
they probably
that,
got a gun on them.
there was this thing that we would do. What part of the year was it? November.
This is around this time. About this
Around
time.
this time, it
You might
starts
as
to
well
get
go.
cold.
Uh-huh.
So we would drive around Wyandotte County Lake,
Okay.
and we would take the kids, and we'd be actually the SUV that I have out there. They would all sit in the back, and I bought these big spotlights, flashlights. So we would drive around, and we would just go deer counting.
Deer hunting.
Yeah, so we would actually spot the deer, and we'd stop and watch them, and we'd shine this picture of a flashlight, and then we'd move to the next spot, and then we'd see more.
Were they always like look at you, be like,
Yeah.
what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
just we're just deer out here.
Yeah.
It was
One
actually it
time,
was fun though. I mean,
yeah,
it
one
was-
time we saw a shitload,
I know.
at least like 200.
It's mating season, and so.
Oh.
And no, you're exaggerating. Not 200.
Okay, it was maybe like 50,
It
60.
was like
So
60.
close to 50.
was-
Yeah,
I mean,
somewhere
yeah,
around
it
there,
was-
but
it was
not
a
200.
ton.
So I swear, one time, and as the kids getting older, they stopped doing it with us, and so we'd go and just
It was
do
a fun event.
ourselves.
It was a fun event. Like we'd all pack in the car. We'd have the blankets because we're driving with the windows down
Yeah.
in the cold time, and we got hot chocolate in a little thermos, and
We made it a thing, right?
we made it was a whole thing. It was fun.
I swear.
This is before you had an Xbox, right?
we never had an Xbox.
Before the cell phones.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Yeah, when this was your, I guess, entertainment. It was fun though, but as we got older, there was just less and less deer. I
Yeah.
don't know what the deal was. Someone's probably eating these nasty deer.
Probably. Yeah. I swear this one time we went and we spotted 2 deer. We stopped, we spotted them, and then, okay, we're done. So we drive. I swear that these 2 deers ran to the next spot. So when we stopped and we flashed the light, there was this same 2 deer. I think they were following us around the lake.
They're like, look at these dummies over here,
Yeah.
man. Let's
Okay.
see what they're gonna do today.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Anyway.
It was only female deer because there were no antlered.
Yeah, we didn't see very
So,
many.
I live like just like 5 minutes from you. Do you guys get deer here in this area?
Rarely.
Rarely. yeah.
Sometimes they'll be like we've had one back there before. I've seen a couple.
See, I've never seen
Yeah.
it, and that's what worries me. That because like I said, we have a pool. We have to put the tarp on it, and like you said, because we have a 6-foot fence back there. So I don't know if they can find a way to. I'm sure they can.
They can.
Yeah.
T-Ray had
Well,
it
hell,
on
if they
her.
can open up the gate, they'll open it up.
Yeah.
They're pretty damn smart. Oh no, we're talking about
So
dolphins.
like we have a little bit more woods and
Yeah.
stuff around where
Where are you
we're
guys at?
50th and like Quivira Drive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more
Okay.
deer.
Yeah. But I always see like does. But one time I did because I go to work at 3:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always like,
Jeez.
yeah. It sucks.
Sorry.
It sucks.
I've
I mean,
done-
I'm off early, but the
I've been there. I've done that, yeah.
That means you
3:30
guys
in
go
the
to
mor-
bed early to be able to get up.
Usually, no,
No?
man. I usually come home and take a nap. Usually come home and take a
Okay.
nap.
Yeah.
My sleep is broke up.
Yeah.
But usually it's only does. I don't see a lot of like buck. Actually, I've only seen one buck, but it had a the one I did, it had a big rack.
Nice.
I was like, man, I was like, I'm about to run this one over. I need that one.
There's,
Yeah,
It
you
had a
got to be
huge
careful.
rack. I like that.
Yeah.
there's a ton. Like I always, when I did driving around for another job, over here right off of Neiman, as you start heading further that way into across state line, there used to be always just so much roadkill. Like I remember one time I was driving by and it was like the street was just freshly red and a car was off to the side. I was like, oh, they just hit a deer. They must hit it
yeah,
hard because
yeah.
it was everywhere. I was like, oh man, I had to turn around just to get another look at.
Oh, not to make sure if anybody.
No, they're fine. I mean, they're fine. I mean, what was
Make
I?
sure
I can't
everyone's
do
okay.
anything.
Man, I think that was probably about the best 10-minute conversation about deer ever, right?
I know, right?
It don't get no better
okay,
than
so
that.
let's
That was,
backtrack.
yeah, that was the topic. I think.
Yeah, let's backtrack to this coaching thing. What's the craziest thing you ever witnessed while coaching?
Oh man, I've coached. I would say so. My oldest daughter's 27, so I'd say 20 years. The last 20 years, and I've umpired. I would say the last 20 years, I've either been a coach, an umpire, or a parent for competitive sports. I would say the most craziest umpire story I have is with my daughter, who's my 27-year-old daughter. When she was 15, she was umpiring T-ball in Bonner Springs. And I wasn't there at this particular game, but like I guess this guy, she had to eject a coach in T-ball.
Oh.
This is like she was like 15, so a 15-year-old girl ejected an adult man. So obviously he was acting like an idiot. But not only that, when she was like leaving the game, he followed her all the way back. And she just like went into the bathroom because she's like, I don't know, this guy's following me, talking crazy, you know, like he's just like, I can't believe you know, whatever call, and I don't know what call you're making in T-ball, but it's like, I followed her all the way to the bathroom. It's needless to say, the police were called. This guy was banned from coaching ever again, blah, blah, blah. But I would say that would be one of the craziest and scary for a 15-year-old girl who has an adult man just following her around, asking her questions about what she just...
Yeah, about the call that was made.
At a T-ball game.
Yeah. That's
So...
not okay.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks. So,
I would say like most of what I say crazy would be like umpire stories, just coaches acting inappropriate to umpires. And I've been on both sides of that. So
were you that crazy parent?
So you know what? I always
So
call
you've
it.
been
I always call it like this is what I call it: the first kid syndrome. Like your first
Oh.
kid, you're like so over. You're just like, bam! I want all this good stuff. So you're like so pumped up about everything.
Yeah.
And you can always see that parent like, oh, this has to be his first kid because like he's just out of control. But you know, you kind of
I
learn.
think
Like
my
okay,
nephew Jose is going to go through this.
yeah, yeah, man. So yeah, the first kid syndrome. That's what I call it. And I was there. Like my girls were little, man. I was super over the top. You know, and you look back and you're like, man, I like maybe I was a bit too much.
Yeah.
But I think actually getting into umpiring and officiating helped me with that.
You got to see it from both sides.
Cause yeah, you see the other side,
Yeah.
and then you're kind of like,
God, was I that annoying?
Yeah,
God.
yeah. So even though like, so my third daughter Teresa, she was a very high level athlete. So like I would just go sit in the outfield. So if I did have anything to say, no one
Nobody
heard
cared.
me.
You're over there just like, ah.
Yeah, I mean, I throw my fit out there in the outfield, and it was just like, okay.
Was
it's
she
over.
like, Dad, would you get off the field? Why are you standing out here?
Oh,
So you're on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
like
okay, I
yeah,
thought you
yeah.
were like- I thought
But
you
no,
were really being that
I'll
like
tell you what, like Teresa gave me the fuck you face, like all the time, man, all the
That's
time.
funny.
And I could see it in her, but like, and you have to know how to coach different kids different ways, because
Yep.
I could push her,
you
and
could-
she would give me that face, and that would drive her. That would drive her.
Yeah.
My middle daughter, Madison, no, she would shut down. If I pushed her like that, she would shut down, and she wouldn't perform. She'd be more like you have to hype her up, like pump her up, and then you get into like, so this daughter sees this, it's tricky, because now this daughter is like, well, you're treating her different. Well, no, I'm just coaching her different because this is how she needs to be coached, and this is how you need to be coached. I'm trying to make you guys perform at the highest level you can.
Yeah.
And different people need different
Right.
ways.
Were they all softball players?
Yes. Yeah.
And you played baseball growing up?
You know what? I did when I was young. I played baseball, and then it's weird because I grew up in KCK. We were not, we were poor.
Yeah.
And then at some point, we just couldn't afford to play baseball no more. So I got away from it. But I played other sports because baseball is a hard sport to just go out in the backyard and play by yourself.
Oh yeah.
But I played other sports. Actually, I played football in high school. I actually went to Avila College to play basketball for a little bit. And then, when I had my girls, I was like, okay, I gotta have girls. What am I gonna do? Dance or this or with that?
Cheer.
Yeah.
Ballet.
But it just happened, and I saw that they had talent in that
That's cool.
sport, and then also I pushed them to it.
Man, Joe, I almost remember. So you and I, we played basketball down at
the
the
Community Center,
ACC, the Argentina Community
Those are
Center.
good times, yeah. Those are good
And
times.
that's where I met you. I think
Damn,
you
that's
you
been
girls,
a while ago.
you'd bring your girls to the games.
Yeah,
and
they'd come. Yeah,
I'd be
it
like,
was funny
"Damn, we
because
got 3 girls.
it was funny because we used to talk about this. This is before my son and before your daughter. You're like, oh man, I have all sons. Oh, they're dumb. I want a girl. I want a daughter.
Yeah, so I had my 3 boys, and then
He still says that.
Yeah. And I'll be like, yeah, I have 3 girls, but they're great. I still want to have a son. So yeah.
See that trophy?
Is
right
that
there?
it? Is that what?
That's
Okay.
that's 1997 MVP.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have said 87.
Easy. No, that was in '97 when I was playing
Was that
with the Jazz.
at the okay?
Yeah,
at
they're
the
at
Tuesday
Argentina.
Argentina League. Nice.
Who'd you rob that from? The guy who won it that year?
Everybody that played.
So did you always play with the Jazz?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because always play with Gennaro. And
So I started off playing with Gennaro.
Oh, yeah?
I think I started.
you
off
got
there.
cut.
And then he cut me. He cut me and said he's bringing in some young blood named Joseph. So I'm
Oh
like, all right,
man.
I'll go play somewhere else. So, but then and then we would play. Did you ever get to play in any tournaments?
So man,
Basketball tournaments?
yeah, man, I played in. Did you ever play in the Hoop It Ups?
Oh, yes.
Dude, I played in I have probably like 15 trophies of Hoop It Ups.
Do you really?
I mean, I do.
Hey,
I
you
do.
saved those trophies?
Yeah, I do, man. They're in my basement. I'm about to break them open. Yes, I am.
Jose, look, I see that trophy over there. I need to put one in my studio.
Man. But no, yeah, we'd go to like St. Louis. We'd go to Omaha.
For the Hoop It Up tournaments.
Yeah.
So
Hoop
who
It
was
Up.
on your team?
Do you know Ken Chapman?
Yeah.
So he'd play on our team a lot. I think that's probably the only guy you know.
Okay.
We played this other when we was winning championships at this level.
Yeah.
This other guy named Greg Nichols, and then we went to Houston. My buddy, actually, was it Houston or Dallas? Dallas, and my buddy knew a couple guys, and they came on. It was man, I love going out of town and playing Hoop It Up tournaments, man.
That's one thing. That's
It
one
was
thing
fun, man.
we never did that.
Do you ever
We played
did you ever go to Omaha to do the Mexican tournament
Yeah.
in Omaha?
Yeah,
You've
I
done
did that.
Okay,
Yeah, and
that was always a
those
good time.
Yeah. The,
Did you play in high school?
You know what? I did not. I didn't.
Because I was going, you went to Harmon, and
Yeah, no,
it's-
yeah, right,
like-
right, yeah. Maybe that was the reason I didn't pay to play. But I would say I was like a late bloomer,
Oh, okay.
cause like
As far as height or skill?
skill,
Okay.
or just like you
Because
know,
then you
or
played at
putting,
Avila for a couple of years.
yeah,
you
for
said?
putting the time in is what it really was. Because when I
Avila
first,
was his best friend was Johnny Avila, and they would play in his backyard.
He played at Apple's.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that. Actually, I got pictures, buddy.
all right.
But no, so actually, straight out of high school, I went to KU and
play?
no, not to play.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Just went to KU, but they're like rec areas. I mean, they had like six courts going
Yeah.
nonstop.
Okay.
So that's all I did. I went up there and just,
Got it.
if you
That's
work
why
at
you went to
something-
math class only twice.
Right.
Calculus class
There you
twice.
go.
I was like,
Got
freaking,
it.
I was like,
Good
forget
callback.
calculus. I'm gonna go play some basketball.
Mhm.
But I was like, that's. I mean,
That's the way it did.
anything. If you put in the time and the work,
Mhm.
you'll get better at something.
Yeah.
And then I knew a buddy that had played at UMKC. And he's like, hey, you know, I know this guy Avila. Come to the open gym. Went to open gym and I performed really well. And they said,
Dang, they just recruited you like that?
yeah,
A walk-on
Well,
is what they call them.
it was a walk
It was
on.
different back then. You could
Yeah.
just join teams back then.
And plus NAI schools, it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, oh yeah, come on.
Yep. hmm
But that was a good time. It was a fun experience. I'm glad that it happened for me, and yeah, I still have
cool.
my practice jersey.
Do you?
I do.
Still wear it?
I have not put it on.
Wear it
in a
around the
long-
house?
I might tomorrow. I might tomorrow.
As get the trophies from downstairs.
Yeah, the trophies are getting out. Well, you know,
As driving at the John Deere.
well, if you go downstairs to like at my house, like we have a little, like I have my son set up where all his, like, you know, now if you win a tournament, you get rings. You get rings.
Yeah, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like-
And they're nice. And they're nice rings. And so yeah, I have all his rings set up there and his medals. I have my son's jersey, I have my daughter's jersey and frames. So I have a little area. So I'm just gonna start putting some basketball trophies up there. It's gonna be like 1998.
Yeah.
1999.
They have rings now. That's wild. I
Yeah.
mean-
Oh man, they're not, and they're nice. They're good looking rings, man.
crazy.
Well, okay, like if the
I
rings
mean, they
were
look like Super Bowl rings,
Oh,
right?
oh yeah.
Close
Yeah.
to it.
like the ones where like you guys got to pay for them, or is it paid by the tournament?
Oh, you only get them if you win.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, no, that's like your trophy.
Right. Right. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like, is it the one where like you still got to pay for it, or is it paid for by the tournament?
I mean, you have to pay to get into the tournament.
Okay, so I guess
So
so,
you-
I guess you
so
are
you're-
paying for
But
essentially.
I mean, they literally take ring sizes.
No, I think
so
it's
they
just,
just give you
I
one
think it's just
size.
like, hey, hopefully this fits, or they're like, you're not really gonna wear it. You're probably gonna like if you're
You're
gonna
gonna
play
just
it.
show it
yeah.
off. So
yeah,
man, so that's the thing to do now is the rings instead
ring,
of the small
man.
trophies or
That's
like
weird.
that one or
So this is
Piece
this
of
last.
glass.
It just sounds so expensive.
I don't think why.
I mean, but if they, I mean, so Perfect Game is one of the big tournament people right now. So they probably buy, if you buy 1,000 rings or whatever it is for you're going to give to all these kids throughout the season, they probably get a good bulk deal on it.
Yeah.
And a baseball tournament ain't cheap, man.
I bet.
I mean, it's like $1,000 to get into a baseball tournament these days.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why we need to hype up this taco dinner.
There you go.
Man, we need some funds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is the name of your guys' organization?
We're the KC Monarchs.
KC Monarchs, that's right.
Yeah. And so really Al and David is the one that started this. My son has been in their organization.
The clique,
yeah, for like about 3 years. This fall, Al kind of like took a little step back. Obviously he has no kid on our team, so he wanted to do some other things. He needed some extra time, so I kind of stepped up. So I'm the head coach now.
Okay.
Al still helps and stuff, absolutely, and then so we're moving forward.
Okay.
Cool. Well, good luck.
Where does your son go to school then?
He goes to Lansing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he'll have his first season,
His first high school
season in the spring.
Yeah, high school baseball starts in February.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
Pretty cool. What about the reffing? Do you still ref?
I do, man. I do.
You really?
I got a good story for you, just like that, man. I got a real
Alright,
story for you.
That's why we're here.
And this actually involved Cruz. Cruz
Oh,
is
uh-huh.
okay. So I did the Mill Valley Gardner freshman game, football game, and both teams were undefeated. And so Cruz was on that in that game. I had one of the kids that play on my baseball team, and two other kids that plays on David's baseball team. Was all playing for Mill Valley. So very high, probably the best freshman football game I've ever watched, officiated, whatever. 6 overtimes.
Jeez.
6 overtimes.
Hell yeah, you're working overtime, right?
Man, and
Is
we get
there
paid by game.
Oh no.
So it was like, nah, man. But it was a good experience to be a part of that. It was a pretty cool experience. But yeah, Mill Valley pulled it out in the end. Actually, after the 5th overtime, we went to the coaches and was like, hey, these kids are freshmen. How many plays can they actually play? We might have to end this. This.
Really?
And they were like, yeah. It's like, well, let's do one more overtime.
Okay.
And that went to the 6th overtime, and Mill Valley pulled it out. And they won.
How long is the time overtime?
So high school overtime in football is that you start at the 10-yard. It's kind of like college. College starts at the 25.
Okay, so there is.
But high school, you start at the 10. So like both teams get an opportunity. You start at the 10, you get 4 tries, whatever.
Okay,
and
so
then the other team gets 4 tries. And
I think you even you were reffing. You did some time at Heritage Park, right? Didn't you ref there for a little bit?
I did. I
Because I think I remember seeing you, and I think you even refed one of Wankos' games.
So
yeah,
I
really?
did work at Heritage like a long time ago.
Okay,
whenever it was, and then I kind of was getting away from. I just want to do high school stuff, like because like pay to play sports, the parents are wild. I mean, like youth sports. So I stopped working at Heritage, and another reason I stopped working at Heritage because like you get 3 football games at Heritage on a weekend. That's your entire Saturday. And I had young kids at the time, blah blah blah. But I worked at Heritage this fall.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It's funny you brought that up.
Yeah.
So like, I went back. I told everybody there, I was like, man, the last time I worked at Heritage, we were wearing white pants. Remember? Remember the officials wear the white pants?
Please, Bud Lights, please. Sorry, Joe.
But yeah. So now I went back and started working at Heritage. And the first week I was there, I was like, this is why I don't officiate youth sports no more. Because parents are just crazy, man. And a lot of the coaches at that level don't know what they're talking about. They don't know the rules. It's like, come on, man. It's like, and
so
if you have like a youth football team, say that whatever, 4th, 5th grade, whatever they are, there's like 8 assistant coaches on the sideline. Right. Everybody's dad wants to be involved.
I remember that. I remember this always the time.
Yeah. Everybody's dad, and they all have something to say. And like, man, it's tough.
I know.
Officiating is tough, man. It is.
I don't know if they still do this rule or not, but I remember when we would play, I don't know if nobody was kicking at the time when I was playing. Nobody kicked. So
Right.
what we did was the extra points was just you score,
Run it in,
run it in, and it's the one. And if you kicked it, you get 2.
It is that way.
Is it
It's
still?
It's
It's
still that way.
Yeah.
And I did a 7th grade game. This was last weekend, and the kid kicked 4 extra points.
Man.
4 extra points.
Nice.
Wow.
So he got like
8 points.
8 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think more people should start trying to do it at least. I don't know if it was just hard for us, but
I mean, it's hard. You have
well,
to
maybe
snap it. You have to hold
maybe
it.
the
Yeah,
eighth
it's-
graders,
it's a
maybe
whole-
the eighth
it's a
graders,
whole
you know, the ones
process.
who should be getting ready to high school should
Yeah.
transfer. And I
Yeah.
just remember we swinging gate, man. Swinging gate was always
Swinging gate.
I was an
Swinging
always
gate.
automatic.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
that place was great.
What
though.
about a crazy story from reffing?
You know, I'll tell you a crazy story about reffing that involves your cousin,
Oh,
Al Garcia.
Okay.
And he might
You know,
not.
he used to ref back in the day too.
Oh, did
He
he?
did basketball. He was-
Oh, man. Wait till I talk to him.
Yeah.
He might not even remember this story because this is when this is the first time I ever had interactions with Al. I didn't even know him.
Oh, okay. So
We was at Turner Rec, and this is the first year I was ever officiated anything. It was basketball. So
so you were a rookie?
I was a rookie.
A rookie ref.
I was a rookie. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was still older. I was still a man. I was like 30, so I was still like a grown man. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So his team is just whooping this other team's ass. I mean, they're up by 30, and he, Al, he's still complaining.
I
He's
wonder,
still,
was he coaching one of his boys at the time? Do you remember? Was David playing or
you know, I don't know.
his oldest son?
No.
Or- Probably
If
not.
it was,
Little.
it'd have to be David.
Maybe I was playing for him.
No.
Hey, I know. Yeah.
no.
See how the math doesn't add up, Joe?
Oh, see, it's math, back to math.
My
See?
math doesn't math. In.
Your math was okay. So at that point, I was kind of letting some fouls go because I was like, let's just get this game over with. I mean,
Yeah.
they're up by 30.
running
And-
clock. Let's keep that clock running. Come on.
And no, he's just still complaining and stuff. So I was like, Coach.
Not how. No,
Yeah.
no, not
I was like,
Al.
Coach. I was like, man, you're up by 30, man. Let's take it down. He's like, what? What? You're telling me you're officiating this game differently because of the score?
Ooh.
And then he went off on me so bad that after that game, I was like, I think I'm going to quit.
Right, he did that to my oldest son. He quit right after playing. Man.
So I was like, I don't even remember that. I honestly think he probably doesn't remember that, but that's my first time, that I ever met Al.
Really,
Yeah.
that's a good. And then later on in life, you're coaching with them.
Yeah.
And that's still back here in the back of my mind.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Bitch, you used to yell at me.
You
when I
got
was-
me. You got me that time. You got me that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you heard me, Sandy, that Joe refed when Marcos was playing football at Heritage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when we were up at Heritage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, because I remember that because I even told our head coach, I said, that's a friend of mine out there who's.
And what did he?
Ref
What did
and-
Marty say? He's like, "Oh, is he gonna help us?"
So you guys didn't need help.
Oh, look at that. He was top of the line.
Anyway, but yeah, I just thought I wanted to ask you about reffing and coaching if you were still doing that.
Oh yeah,
all that
yeah.
good stuff.
I
And
mean,
that's good.
reffing. I would say if you want a part-time job and still stay in the sport, whatever sport, it's great.
Yeah.
Especially for younger kids, or like
Wow.
maybe high school or like college.
I see a bunch of 13-year-olds and like 12-year-olds out here, like little league soccer games.
And they do that at flag games or like at 3-and-2 baseball.
Yeah.
For like lower level stuff for younger kids. But I mean, it's probably the best part-time job they ever have.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. That's
You
a
just gotta
stress.
put
That's
up-
stress
put up with
inducing.
the
You're gonna have to
bullshit,
do.
man.
I know. Deal with parents.
it is no
Yep.
the stress level. If you can deal with that, yeah,
You can do anything.
you can do anything, man. You can do anything.
I couldn't do
And-
that. I would
and-
not be able to.
And now, but it's like anything else. You have to get comfortable in it, and then once you're comfortable, someone yelling at you, you're like, all right, whatever, man. Like, in basketball, I throw tees out left and right.
Yeah.
Oh man, like I teed up. I was doing a JV game, and the varsity coach wanted to sit on the end of the bench and complain. I was like, no, man, I teed him up. He was like, I'm the varsity coach. He's like, you ain't the coach of this game, so shut up. So yeah,
You're just tossing everybody. Eventually,
Man, dude,
eventually
get
the
outta
only
here,
people
bro.
left are just the players.
yeah.
But you see crazy things nowadays where referees are getting attacked, and I mean,
I know,
crazy
it did get pretty
parents.
scary.
So I'll tell you
I
another
mean,
a crazy officiating story. I was at Shawnee Mission North.
Oh.
As a freshman, maybe a freshman basketball game, and we'd already given. They were playing West,
Oh,
and we had already given out like 4 technicals. These kids were just running their mouth, and then one kid threw a basketball at another kid, and that kid just ran up and hit him straight in the face.
dang.
Okay.
And
Was-
blood flew everywhere. I mean,
No way, really?
Broke
It was
his
like
nose.
it was like a direct hit.
So it wasn't North versus West, was it?
Yes.
Probably.
Oh,
Yes.
so-
Yeah,
Yes.
at North. At North.
okay. Because sometimes North will host a tournament and
Yeah.
other teams will
Oh,
come in.
on
That's
the
why I'm
weekends.
asking.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah,
no, this
yeah.
is just a
So-
freshman basketball game.
Freshman-
It was like a
at
Tuesday
North.
night.
Yeah, it was like a Tuesday night, man. I'm just trying to have a normal basketball game here.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's crazy.
And this was like in the second quarter, so I was just like, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. And then, but the state official, whatever, what's her name? Do you remember her name? What's her name?
For Kansas?
Yeah, remember the chick? When you went to the meeting, I was like, oh, this chick always gets me hype up to officiate basketball.
Oh, Fran.
Fran, she was great. She emailed me and said, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have stopped. I shouldn't have canceled the game. I was like,
Yeah.
well, you come ref this game then.
Right? Mhm.
Yeah, I was like, I was done. I was like, don't pay me if you don't want me to, but that game was just no more.
I mean,
Yeah.
was it like the second quarter, was the score close, or was it was one team running
No,
the
no,
other?
yeah,
You say,
I think
okay.
the score was I don't know who was winning, but it wasn't like out of control. The score wasn't out of control. The kids were out of control for whatever reason.
Yeah. Huh.
So of course you work as a team, right? So you and 2 other refs, or maybe in
So
freshmen
at the
it's just 2?
sub varsity levels, it's only 2.
Okay.
Yeah, at
So
varsity
then-
you get 3.
So then both of
officials.
you had to make the decision to just
No.
stop the game.
I was
That's all you?
I was like, nah. So the other guy it was his first year officiating.
So you were like, "Fuck this!" I'm
Yeah, I was like, no, we're done, bro. And he was like,
I'm gonna go get me a beer.
but he was like, no, I agree, man. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh,
So yeah.
I know.
Wow, that's
Because it's hard to keep refs right nowadays. Any officials.
So now it's getting a little bit better, but there for a while, I mean, like,
Nobody wanna be a ref.
because like everybody was just like, I ain't doing
Right,
that.
yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Mhm.
the only time I'd be a ref is during Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite costume because I already have all the stuff.
The blind ref.
Yeah.
But everybody's ordering the red and white striped jerseys.
Red
Yeah,
and white.
Absolutely.
Why is that? Why the red?
I
and
mean,
white
like,
ones?
I hope they keep cheating for us.
Yeah, is that what they're,
Oh.
they're saying?
If they're cheating for us,
Oh.
if they're cheating for us, keep on cheating for us, man.
Right, whatever. Yeah. Like, yeah. I mean,
So my buddy
guys
at work,
don't need it, but all right.
yeah, my buddy at work was a Patriots fan,
Yeah.
and so he had his time. They were great.
Yeah.
And he said something about, oh, look at this. I was like, psh, don't be mad
Yo.
because they ain't cheating for you no more.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, we've all had our time, even though mine was in the early '90s, but that was my time, and I don't think I'm ever going to get back there. You can agree
The
with
Cowboys.
me. You can agree with me.
What happened last week, man?
I have no idea.
I
I'm
was.
still trying to figure it out.
And you guys,
I woke up the next morning, thought it was a nightmare.
I didn't,
you
yeah,
guys are
I-
like on you're all on a roller coaster, man.
It's just
You guys are
it's-
bipolar. You're either good or you're not.
I know, right?
It was
I
like
mean,
it was
we-
like the first quarter. I told my dad, like, I was like, all right, I'm going to take a nap before work because I'm not going to sit through this. If it's
His-
gonna, I already
We
knew. it was
watch games. And
Are
if-
you also a Cowboys fan?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
man.
watch games, and if it starts going really bad, his stomach starts hurting. After that game, he had to have shit his pants because it was just horrible.
when they do, I do. That's what
Man,
it is.
man, the Lions were throwing a lineman.
They're playing.
throwing linemen out there to
They're
be
really
receivers.
fucking around.
Yeah, it was.
Anybody could have beat.
I mean,
beat the Cowboys.
what a bad game to fuck around, and then their best player breaks his
And
leg.
that was at home, right?
Ooh, it was in Dallas. Yeah.
Isn't it?
They haven't won a home game. I mean,
Was that Parsons? Did he break his leg?
No.
No.
Hutchinson.
Their best player, the Lions.
Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah, it literally
Oh.
went rubber. Like he hit it
You could-
perfectly.
it, like, went around
it wrapped around the other dude's leg.
Dang,
Nasty,
really?
it was a nasty
Sideways.
break.
Yeah, it
So
was just,
Parsons is hurt, right? Is
yeah,
he?
it's like a quad
Yeah.
thing. But I mean, like
Parsons
he'll be
and
back.
Lawrence.
We got a bunch of people hurt, but I mean, overall, I mean, I said it was. We shouldn't have gave Dak a contract.
It was dog shit.
That was a
Okay,
bad move.
okay. So you didn't want to give Dak a contract, but if you don't give him a contract, who
I-
plays
I would-
quarterback for you?
I would rather us. Well, that's the thing. I would rather us have a terrible year, and then we could use that opportunity possibly in the next draft for something if we're going to be up near the top, depending on our trades looking like. But this we just ate, $160 million or whatever it
A
was.
year,
Just
right?
yeah. To pay, just to pay Dak, I was like, Dak, he's not it, man. He's been there for almost 10 years. We haven't.
So you're ready to
I'm
do a
I'm
reset,
ready.
huh?
I am ready for
Reset.
it's time.
Hit the reset button.
It is time.
Get rid of the
I'd rather
owner.
have
That is the question, though, and for NFL teams, it's like, do we pay this guy, or do we start over, or is it like, it's such a hard. I mean, what are you going to
You
do?
know what? Makes people want to drink, Joe. You know what?
I'm always with
that gets us right into our next our segment that I want to talk about is intoxication in stadiums, NFL,
Okay.
MLB, right? Which teams do you think are the worst? Who do you think has the worst drinkers? I have a list.
Are you saying baseball?
Baseball?
Compared to football.
Okay, so you know what? Let's start with baseball.
So baseball.
Who do you think the worst?
So I've been to about 10 different baseball stadiums.
Really?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
for you.
it's been like one of our things that we do.
I could tell you what stadium you haven't been to. I'm just gonna guess.
I've been to all the like Midwest stadiums.
Okay, never mind.
Uh,
I was gonna say Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's the best.
Right? It's a cool stadium.
Man, they're the best people. Oh, yeah, they're great.
We went a couple years ago. We went for a fiesta down there, so we're like, you know what? We're here. They
Okay,
have a
yeah.
home game. Let's go to a game.
It was a good time,
Dude,
wasn't it?
The stadium
Yeah.
it felt small, but it was cool. I really enjoyed it. And I don't know.
Man, I don't know if I've been to a baseball stadium where. Well, we did go to the Houston Astros 2015 playoff game in
Uh-huh.
Houston. So I was pissing everybody off. I mean,
And the Astros didn't even make the top 10.
everybody was pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
game 2, game 1, they're not feeling me. No, but game 2, everybody was pretty cool. Like I kind of built a rapport before I started being an asshole. So I don't know. Was there a baseball stadium? There was any jerks? I don't think.
You don't recall there?
I bet I could name one.
All right, name a team.
Yankees.
Yep. let's
Yankees
see.
or Boston.
You know what?
probably.
No, the Yankees didn't even make the top
Really?
10. As far as I mean, assholes maybe.
Right.
They,
But
that's
rowdy-
what they say,
rowdy
rowdy.
kind of-
But we're talking about intoxication.
Philadelphia.
The Phillies,
Really? White Sox?
The White Sox are the number 1 team.
Wow.
Really?
The fans who drink the most during.
Is that yours or did you find that somewhere?
No, I found it.
So
Yeah.
when I did go to the White Sox stadium, whatever it is,
Mhm.
but it was very cold and there was there was probably like 1,000 people there, literally like 1,000. It was empty. It was empty.
So so this is USA Today. This is
Okay.
their-
Okay.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the top 10. See, this is what's funny. Top 10. So starting from number 10 would be the Milwaukee Brewers fans.
Okay.
Yep. Then Detroit Tigers.
I have not been to that one.
No.
No.
Baltimore Orioles.
That seems like an awesome stadium. I haven't been there though. No.
Did we? No, never been. Never. I think it's just even dry. The Nationals.
Okay.
Yep.
I can see that.
Number 6 would be the Rockies.
We went.
Colorado, right?
Yeah, we went to Colorado. I mean, maybe they drank a lot, but no one really cared. Everybody was just kind of like.
You think they drink Coors?
I think they do.
Is that true?
I think they
They're
do.
sponsored
Yeah.
by Coors.
I think so.
Yeah. San Diego Padres.
Okay, I was gonna say San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Guardians have been in the Cleveland's.
I have not been in Cleveland.
No, neither. No, right. Cincinnati would top three: Cincinnati, Atlanta Braves, and then the Chicago White Sox.
And that's just like beer sales,
That's
or
just beer.
just beer sales. Okay.
Yeah.
As far as just like being assholes though, man, in baseball I haven't experienced it. In football though, man, it's a different world, man.
Oh yeah.
People are hyped
So
up.
yeah, we'll get into the NFL, but what about us Royals fans? What number do you think we fit in? How many teams? 32, right?
I think there's 32. We're probably in the middle.
Exactly.
16?
Number 15.
15, yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
wild. And they're expensive ass beers, man. But what is it?
But
Like
I think,
18 ounce or 20 ounce, or it's a fucking big beer.
Yeah. So, but I think if you look at prices too,
Yeah.
we're in the middle somewhere. So
Yeah. They were $20 maybe? $18 a beer for that
What?
big can.
what's a beer at the Chiefs game now? Like is it
$16.
$16?
So $16, man.
Now you buy 2 beers, that's
And
$32.
that's draft or
Yeah.
is that a?
That's the big can. That's
The
the
big can.
24-ounce can. So I guess that's 2 beers, but still,
I
man.
know, man.
You get halfway through that thing, it's like this is hot now.
I know, right? Yeah.
Oh, golly.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then so in the NFL, okay, starting with number 10, and I don't know if they're the rowdiest fans, because I don't know, the rowdy and alcohol, yeah, that can mix. So
Okay, hang on.
Yes,
Philadelphia.
is number 10.
Oh,
Oh, they're number 10?
10? I
They're
thought they would have been
number 10.
higher.
I mean, the Raiders have to be number 1, right?
The Raiders, number 3.
Oh, man, who can be bigger jerks than the Raiders?
Okay, so now we're talking. Okay, well, that makes sense.
Because when you drink, you're jerks. I mean, you can get a little.
There's
Oh,
jerks
New
out there
York, the
without
Jets
drinking.
or Giants?
That's what I said. The Giants would be at number 5. No, the Jets aren't even on here.
No? Okay.
But you would think because they haven't had a decent year in a while.
Right.
But you know what? They got Devontae Adams now.
Man,
Yeah, I know. It's
too little, too late. Yeah,
I know. Just Rodgers is just gonna have fun throwing to his buddy again, right? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. So let me see. Number 8 would be the L.A. Rams.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Number 9, the Rams. Number 8, the Dolphins. 7 would be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mhm.
I can see
Steel
that.
Town, yeah.
I think they'd be higher, actually. Yeah.
The Jaguars. I don't think they've won a game yet. Right?
I mean, who cares? I think they've won one. They've won one.
They did?
Yeah. I think they won one game.
I didn't know that. Interesting. Number 4 would be Cleveland Browns. Go ahead, Joe.
They actually did win one game because when they were
Because right away she said,
when
they won one game.
when
It
they
almost
were-
sounded like she won a bet or something.
Yeah,
She won
when
some
they
money
were-
here.
They were defeated. They had not won one
Right,
game,
uh-huh.
and she picked them. I was like, they haven't won a game yet. Why are you picking them? Yeah, but they won it. They won.
Mhm.
But, dude, you see, what week are we in? 5?
6.
6 now.
Week 6.
Yeah.
What game did they win?
I think.
Oh,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
okay, so-
it was recently. I think they were like 0-4.
Oh, okay.
Or
and
maybe
then
even 0-5.
Well, see, I didn't even know they won. I thought they were still defeated. Number 2 would be Buffalo Bills.
Oh, I can see that.
They got Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Watch out, Joe.
Man, we should have
They
got.
are
Oh, you're not a Chiefs fan.
Oh,
I was
wait,
saying
wait.
we.
Okay.
The Chiefs should have got him.
Why would you say I'm not a Chiefs fan? What?
Because
Because
you're
I'm
a Cowboy. Because you're a Cowboy.
So
Cowboy fan.
I can't root for the hometown.
I mean, you can,
You could root, but that doesn't mean you're a fan.
but that's not your top.
That's not your team.
Joe,
That's not-
who's that up there on my wall, Joe? Joe, look. Yeah. Ayo, yeah.
Did he do that?
Look at that one back there.
Like we actually have like two similar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For
we,
Ayo's art.
Yes. I think he donated to a fundraiser we went to and we won.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thing. Yeah. Did we win it or did we buy that one? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we have some of his artwork in our house.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Yeah,
He's very
we
talented.
actually do too. We have these. We have some upstairs. I actually have. I don't know if you want to turn around and see that, but one of his first comic book pictures there. That I might have something else somewhere.
Man, it's funny when you see something that can do you draw at all?
Yeah, I do.
I do not.
Okay.
So when you see someone else like just draw something like great like that, you're like, how?
See
You know,
this
yeah.
painting right here?
Oh, is that you?
No.
I was gonna say that's a
No,
painting.
no, no.
That's a painting of you.
Yeah, my son, Mario
Oh,
the Third, did that.
Okay.
But I did this one.
All right. That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a little bit of tracing and
Right,
projectory and
All
anyway,
that stuff.
yeah. Anyway, that's it.
But
But
I'd
yeah,
say
so-
the biggest jerks we've ever dealt with in football would have been the Titans.
Really?
Yeah, they were. It was a year, a few years back.
2019.
Yeah, so we were beating the
date.
we were beating them the whole game, and everyone was nice. But then Tennessee came in back and won the game at the very end, and then they
I
turned
think I
into
remember that one.
they turned into straight jerks after they won.
Did they really? Like-
Oh man, it's like running up on you. I'm like, what's going on here?
That's crazy, right? They all of a sudden they all
Now-
want to puff up, right?
Yes, yes. Now they wanted to talk shit. They had their opportunity, and like, oh, okay.
Oh, man.
But we did win the Super Bowl after that.
It was right
That
after
year.
that.
That year. Yep.
That was the first one,
Mhm.
right? The 2019 Halloween. You guys doing anything for Halloween? That's
Man.
like what, 3 weeks,
No.
2
Yeah.
2 weeks? So shit. Yeah.
So we last year after Halloween we went and bought a bunch of decorations.
Yep.
Half off or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because we wanted. I have a 2-car garage. So I want to open both garage doors and kind of do it's like a mini haunted housey. Like kids walk in one way, whatever.
yeah.
But our street's all jacked up. So
Oh.
I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe they're I think they're almost done, but I was like,
Yeah.
we'll see.
yeah. Well,
So I do want to do that, but
but in years past, would there be a nice
Flow of people.
flow of kids?
yeah,
coming through?
in our neighborhood, yeah, we get quite a few. We have a little fog machine we put out there. There's like fog going by our door.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a lot of work.
I know she likes to tell the story. Like one year, like this kid just ran in our house, and then when you walk in our door, there's
Ran
like,
in the house?
yeah, well, you walk in our door and like there's stairs straight up.
Yeah.
And this kid just took off up the stairs. And his mom's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And obviously she chases him up our stairs. I'm in the living room, like, "What's going on over here?" Like,
Huh.
all these people are just in our house all of a sudden.
You open the door to give him candy and they just.
I
took
think he had
off.
like autism or something.
Oh,
He-
okay.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
So hey, you guys dress up?
you know,
Or
we
you
always
just pass
talk
out the
about
candy?
it.
Yeah.
When I do dress up though, I dress up as a football official. Because like I said, I have all the gear. We go out and I can throw flags at people,
Yeah.
blow my whistle.
Blow your whistle.
Yeah. Actually, her son, how old is he? 22 now? 22. He officiated football with me for a little bit, and so he has the whole costume too.
Okay.
I'm like, man, just go out and just throw your flags at chicks, dude. you like a girl, just throw your flag at her. He's like,
You never do that. Put the dark glasses on and have
it'd be no,
have a
no,
stick.
man, no. I'm the for real official.
Okay. All right. So this, my next segment, I want to talk about celebrities and how well do you know a celebrity, right? So if I give you a name, would you recognize it?
Okay.
So I mean, we'll start off easy. Beyonce,
Oh, so we know Beyonce.
Jay-Z,
Yeah, we know that.
Aretha Franklin.
Yes, like oh, is she still alive? No.
Yeah,
She's up there though,
I wanna
right?
say yes. I don't know. Yeah. How about the Kardashians?
Oh, so the Kardashians. Who doesn't know the Kardashians?
I know,
Okay,
right?
what are their names?
I mean, all you have to know is Kim, right?
I
That's
get
the
it.
only one. I'm
Kim.
glad-
Chloe.
I'm glad Anissa was out of here when I said that.
You got Kim,
No,
Chloe,
Chloe.
Courtney.
Courtney. Yeah.
Courtney.
I think that's it.
That's all we need to know. Leonardo DiCaprio.
The best actor ever, right?
Yeah, you think so?
I think him and maybe like who's Forrest Gump?
Tom Hanks.
Tom
Oh
Hanks.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It has to be one of them. I think Leo, man. Leo is
He's good.
he's had some amazing, but Tom Hanks has too. Tom Cruise is he's under them though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say Tom Hanks or Leo is like probably the
How
best.
about Kevin Hart?
Short and funny, right? Short
Yeah.
and funny. Short and funny.
Yeah, he is. He's
I
good.
like seeing him stand next to Shaq though. Have you seen that picture?
Oh yeah.
It looks ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah, from Sex and the City, right?
That's what she was. Right?
Yeah.
You
HBO?
familiar with her?
Yeah, I think so.
She's done some other stuff, but I think Sex and the City
Ooh,
was her.
I'm gonna throw one
Yeah.
at you. Keith Richards.
Oh man.
Does that ring a bell?
No, but once you tell me who he is, I bet I know what he
Well,
played
we'll
in.
let Anissa tell us.
He's in a band.
He's in a band?
Yes.
Nah, I don't know. If he's just a singer, I don't know singers.
Nah, yeah, he didn't even sing. Yeah, with the Rolling Stones.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Let me see. Of course, we all know Magic Johnson.
Magic
What number
Johnson.
did Magic Johnson wear?
32.
That's right.
33 at Michigan State.
Patti LaBelle.
Yes, singer. Yeah.
How about,
I don't know what she sung, but
how
I
about-
know she's a singer.
how about Justin Bieber?
Justin. I mean, that was P. Diddy's boy, right?
All right, so now,
Oh.
okay, so now you know where I'm going with this list. So Denzel Washington.
Actually, he's up there with Tom Hanks and
You know,
Leo.
okay.
Denzel has
But you know,
several different-
Tom Hanks has spoken out
against P.
P.
Diddy.
Diddy
Well, I could see that because, I mean,
because of his rep.
right, and it's like he probably wasn't into that scene of all
Yes,
that.
he was.
Tom Hanks.
They've been saying for years that he was all part of it.
Okay.
Tom Hanks is a part of the Diddy thing.
That's
He
what
could
they
be.
said.
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Yeah, we're about to find
Yeah.
out.
Chris Brown, Amber Rose, Martha Stewart, Ellen DeGeneres, Megan Fox, Russell Simmons, Russell Brand, Kelly Osbourne, Regis Philbin.
Kelly
Regis?
Regis, right?
He's passed though, right? He's
I think so.
Did
Yeah.
Regis passed?
but he was a part of this.
Oh,
Part
the
of
P.
Diddy's-
Diddy?
Yeah.
When Regis has been out of the scene for a while.
These parties have been going on since
How long?
the like maybe
2000s.
90s.
Oh yeah,
Even like late.
late 90s.
Yeah.
He wasn't that big yet. How did he end up?
Who?
Did he
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that's like the late 90s is when he first started.
first when he first was coming out,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
But he'd already built that.
Yes.
I don't know.
He already had
Huh.
Howard Stern.
Dude, I
Demi Moore.
love
I'm
the
fucking
Howard
dropping
Stern.
dimes there right now.
I love the Howard Stern show, man. Back in the day, it was
You know
the
what?
best.
He just had he just had an interview with Harris.
Do you ever see the
Harris.
clips of Beetlejuice from Howard Stern?
Mm-mm.
Do you know
Oh yeah, the little guy,
the little black guy.
Yeah.
They're hilarious, man. I mean, maybe that's not cool, but
I know, right?
hilarious. They're hilarious.
Nick Cannon, Demi Moore. Did I say Demi Moore?
Yeah, man.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
Part of this list.
They said that's why Ben Affleck divorced.
Is this the whole P Diddy
Yeah.
list?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have the whole list right here.
Oh, yeah.
So there a pic that just come out with
Did you
with
see
J
that?
Lo. You
Yeah.
saw that same pic, right? Because I just showed. Yeah, it was Diddy, her, and two other dudes and another chick. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so you've heard the same thing that is why they're
Ben Affleck got divorced.
they're getting
Yeah.
divorced again. Faith Evans, Heavy D. Ooh, Ashanti.
Ashanti's on the list.
Yeah. Tyrese Gibson, Star Jones, freaking Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh, man. That's
Come on!
That's your breakdancing days,
I know,
right? Dougie Fresh.
Cuba Gooding Jr., Nicole Richie, Fat Joe, Derek Jeter.
Oh,
Well, you know, he's always been like had the gift bags he'd give to
Derek Jeter?
Yeah, you heard that? Like he'd give it like every lady he'd have over that night. He'd give a gift package to,
Yeah.
like with a signed baseball.
huh.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Yes.
And you might make a list that who was not at a Diddy party.
Right.
I know, right? Oh, man. Kanye West, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Lance Bass.
Man, that's why he wanted to go to outer space, right?
Get out of this.
Get out of
He
here,
knew
man.
something.
Get out of here.
Did you ever see that video with when who was the one that dropped the dimes? Who started comedian?
Oh,
Cat Williams.
Yes,
Yes.
when Cat Williams.
Oh, with
When
the
he came
Shannon
out
Sharp?
with Sharon, well, yeah, with Shay Shay.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I remember we watched it. Remember we were watching it, and right after that, man, the shit hit the fan, and he warned everybody. And what's crazy is people are coming out and saying he spoke the truth. That on that interview. I mean,
Yeah, man.
I can't believe my boy Ice Cube is on this. Come on,
Ice
him
Cube.
too?
He's on
I
this
thought
list,
Ice Cube
man.
had said that he did not. Yeah.
Yeah,
distance himself
eventually,
from P Diddy. Mm-hmm.
Wendy Williams, isn't she the talk show host?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She's cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Well, she is a woman.
Cardi B.
Oh.
Cardi B, Big Sean.
Man, yeah, I see like 120.
Doctor. And I'm just reading a few. Machine Gun Kelly. The Weeknd. Post Malone. Come on, Post.
I seen him in a video.
Snoop Dogg, Dre. Jaden Smith. Here it says, likely a victim.
Likely a victim. Oh man, that's
See, and you know, I just read off the Kardashians, and we got Kendall Jenner, Kylie,
Dang, the young ones
Kris
too.
Jenner. Yeah,
well, those are not Kardashians; they're Jenners.
right. Those,
Yeah.
but they're part of that family, right?
Was Bruce Jenner at one of the P Diddy parties,
Is his name on that list?
Bruce Jenner, no.
or what's her Caitlyn?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was, but not Bruce. No, I don't think so. No, it doesn't. It's not on here.
Oh,
Rick
man.
Ross, Marlon Wayans.
Oh,
I mean, but he was in a picture, but he's come straight out and said,
No, some of them said
Nah.
like we didn't stay late. Like we
Right.
been to them. We didn't stay that late. We didn't stay to the after party, the after Diddy party.
yeah. R. Kelly,
not surprised.
of course. Right?
Man, they don't-
What the
they-
fuck?
they-
Vince McMahon?
Oh, you know Vince McMahon was there, dude. You know, yeah. You know Vince was there.
Did you see that documentary he has out right now on
Um,
Netflix?
Wasn't it? It's like multiple
It's not-
episodes, right?
Dude, it is so good.
Is it? I think I've watched.
because it's taken me through my whole life of watching wrestling from.
Oh man, I think I
from
watched
that.
like half the episode only because like I turn in, like I said earlier, when I get home from work,
Yeah.
I usually
Kick
take a
your
nap.
shoes off.
I take a nap.
Take a nap.
But I turned that on and I was like watching. I was like, nap time.
Yeah.
Man. Reverend Al Sharpton's on this list.
Oh man, Jesse Jackson has to be then too, right? Because they're tight.
Donald Trump is on this list.
Imagine that.
And, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal,
Yeah.
Frank Ocean, Kate Moss, Steve Harvey, and his mustache.
And the mustache.
Yes.
Oh, Steve.
It was that mustache.
Okay, but these people that are involved,
These are just names.
These- yeah, I
that
guess
have been
it's
to
true.
his parties.
That's been to his party.
Yeah. They have been a part of these parties. Yeah.
Right, but that doesn't mean that they did anything wrong.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. They were all there, and their names are just getting thrown around.
So that doesn't mean anything.
Right. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Selena Gomez, Ludacris. Sheesh.
Because anybody in Hollywood probably have. They probably have all been to a party there.
Yeah.
LL Cool J, come on, LL.
But see, that's just it. We don't
But,
know that
okay.
he did anything wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Tommy Davidson, Tila Tequila. You remember her?
I don't know.
MTV.
Yeah. it was
Oh,
MTV.
okay. She was a VJ.
Yeah. I mean, this list goes on and on, but this name right here is the one that got me. Joey Hooters. Joey Hooters. Who's that?
Is that my son? Oh man, they're calling me Joey up at the P Diddy party. That's not good. That's not good.
You know, and so we're not having. So, you know, I've been throwing it out there these last few weeks that we were going to have a Halloween party. We're not. There's too much going on. So we decided not to. But I would say our parties were pretty legendary. When people talk about our Halloween parties, they're like, man, that's a pretty.
You're trying to compare
But-
that to a P. Diddy party? No,
Yeah, man.
no.
Get the P. Diddy party. Yeah. Yeah.
Like we never went that far.
Like, where are you going with this? We were
I mean,
nowhere near any P. Diddy
no,
party.
I mean, the craziest things that maybe somebody wants to fight or people show up who weren't
Right.
invited.
Right.
And
right.
just stuff like that. But I mean, we've gotten pretty crazy. Last
No.
Halloween. I mean, crazy.
Not
fun.
P. Diddy crazy.
No, not
Right.
P. Diddy crazy. Yeah.
Just the regular common folk in Kansas crazy.
yeah.
I mean, this is probably the only room where I have cameras, right? This is,
Right. Right.
Oh my gosh. Mario, what are
Well,
you?
I'm just saying. This
Oh
is.
man.
I mean, we're doing a podcast here. This is what I'm saying.
Man.
It's the only room, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man,
I like how whenever you mention Chris at all, he's like, yes.
that's
Yeah.
that's my Chris. Yeah, but anyway. Oh, I wanted to get on this. I got this list here. So I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. I just want to do this real quick here. Real quick.
Real quick.
On this day, October 16th.
Okay.
Let's go back into history real quick. I'll just throw some. This is actually the 289th day of the year. Did you know that? 289.
289.
So then from here, you guys start counting until how many? 356?
356.
365? God damn, my math don't add up.
She went to China
I missed-
Shanice. She's
Oh,
all,
okay.
she's all
Yeah,
smart.
yeah,
She thinks she's
Oh.
smart over there.
You know whose birthday is today?
Oh man,
And he was not on the list.
I did not.
Slim Shady.
Oh,
Eminem. I can see him
Oh.
not trying to.
I know, not trying to be a part of that, right?
Is he a part of the P.
Born in
Diddy?
19.
or-
No, he's not.
He's
And
a
you
part
know,
of the
like,
West Coast.
Like,
right?
like 50 Cent too. Remember, like him and like P Diddy like try to get him to, I think, come to a party. And he's like, "Hey, I'll buy you some clothes, or like, let me take you out." And he was like,
I heard
"Did
that.
you see that one?" He's like, "What are you talking about, bro?" And I know,
Yeah.
no, get
Yeah.
away from me.
I'll help you put him on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. The debut of the Colbert Report. You ever watch
Okay.
that? Is it Colbert?
Yeah, yeah, on the Comedy
That's
Central.
actually, it's actually a pretty funny show. I like watching that. The beginning of the Cuban Missile Crisis. You remember that, right?
I do not.
I don't remember either. What year was that? That was
63, 62, probably 62.
Shawnee Mission East representing in the house.
Yeah,
Hey,
she's all
how about
over it.
the introduction of the El Camino?
Oh yeah.
I always wanted an El Camino, right?
Mhm.
There's still time.
There is still time.
Still time. They're out.
There is no money, Joe,
There's
but
no
there's-
money. Well, there's time.
but there is time. Yeah.
Yeah.
A car truck hybrid on October 16th of 1958.
58 was the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah. Ooh, this one's brutal. The beheading of Marie Antoinette,
What was that?
the
Like
Queen of
in,
France. You probably knew this too, right? Didn't you?
like 1600 something.
Yeah, 1793.
Oh, okay.
The Nobel Peace Prize, Henry Kissinger. It doesn't say for what, but
He's an author.
oh my God! Do you watch
You
Jeopardy?
need to take her to
You
trivia.
know what?
right?
You know what?
Trivia night.
Let's get her on here. I want to take a small bathroom break. Let's get her on here with all her smartness.
And we are back.
We are came
back.
prepared.
yeah.
I came
And Joe
prepared.
came in. Do you Venmo?
Absolutely.
Oh.
We do. Yes. We have no
PayPal?
excuses here.
Right.
You take credit card?
We take whatever you send us. Let me tell you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely. Again, if you want to shout that out again, we'll actually we'll post it. We'll post it on there for you.
And I saw that you shared it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, I did that.
awesome. Yeah, yeah. But yes, taco dinner for the 15U KC Monarchs
Yep.
right here. It's October 26th from 12 to 4. You get 3 tacos, rice for $8.
Yep. There-
Um,
also a 50-50 raffle.
We do the raffle. We have We have raffle prizes. So we have the 50-50, and then we have raffle prizes.
Right.
Those are more like gift baskets
gift
or
basket
whatever.
raffles.
And there will be a Chiefs Raiders football squares.
Oh yeah, for $5.
Yep, that's a cheap one. This is a real quick one.
Football squares.
I love football squares, man. They're so fun. Do you,
Yeah.
you do that a lot? Do you-
Not a whole lot.
They're usually for Super Bowls, but I was like, man, let me just throw one together real quick. Everybody loves them.
That's cool.
But we're really just trying to get out here and support our youth, our local youth athletes, and yeah, because I know obviously your kids played youth sports.
Oh yeah.
And it's not cheap, man. It's
not.
and
And
some parents are better off than other parents. That's
You're
how
right.
it is. That's just how life goes. And some kids have harder times being able to have these opportunities.
Right.
I think we went last year, or no, I went last year.
You did,
Yeah,
yes,
I remember going last year, So definitely, definitely.
And
we're trying to be
I don't know what time this game's going to be, but on October 26th, it's K-State versus KU.
Oh.
football.
Yes.
Are you ready for that one, Joe?
No, man. No, man. We have sucked. I don't know. Any way we can find to lose a game, we do it. I mean, we could.
Wait,
be,
are you a Cowboys fan? Oh wait, you're talking
Oh, man. It's just like
KU. I said the same thing about the Cowboys.
I think we could have won almost every single game we've played, but we just do
Right.
something stupid and
Really, is that the way it's been going? I haven't watched
Yeah.
after the very
man.
first game when they played Schlegel or whoever they played, right?
Schlegel.
They beat the
It's
hell.
Schlegel.
They
It's
beat the hell out of
Schlegel.
somebody, and I thought, okay, maybe.
I know
these
you know how to
guys-
say Schlegel, right?
Schlegel. I don't know. But yeah. So I thought, okay, you know what? I can't wait for the K-State KU, because it's fun. It's a fun deal. It's that same day. Oh, you
It
said
is
the
that day.
26th.
Yeah.
It is the
it's on
26th.
the same day.
It's on the same day,
Wait, okay. I thought this was on the 27th.
26th.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
But the time hasn't been released yet,
Oh, okay.
so it might be a night game.
And it'll be in Manhattan too, right?
I think it is in
I think it
Manhattan.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Because
do
I was actually looking forward because I was thinking it was going to be at Arrowhead since KU's using Arrowhead.
Oh, that would
And
have
at
been
the time,
nice.
At the time,
yeah.
I was telling my oldest, like, "Ooh, let's go, son." I said, I haven't been in Arrowhead.
So
in
your
8
youngest is at K-State, right?
No, my daughter,
Pittsburgh
our daughter's
State?
at Pitt State.
Pitt.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah, but our oldest is the one to graduate from K State.
She was like, I'm not going to K-State. She's smart.
She
She's
wanted
smart.
to.
Yeah.
She-
like, yeah.
I think she wanted to, but Pitt
Yeah.
State was calling her. So
There you
That's fine.
go. There you go.
Do you think KU will do better once they get a new stadium?
That's I don't know. That probably plays a little bit into it. But man, we had like a lot of returning players. We should have had a really good year this year.
Okay, so the quarterback of the Jayhawks right now was the same quarterback from last year, right?
No, he was hurt last year. He was
Who was the Bean? Who was
Bean was our quarterback last year. 2 years ago, Jalen Daniels had a really good
yeah.
year. Like he we were talking about Heisman.
Is he the quarterback in Washington right now?
Same name, but
Oh, just different quarterback.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he had last year he had a back injury, so he didn't play very much. But coming back, we're like, oh, he's back. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he hasn't played very well.
No.
He's not.
That's
But,
too bad.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We still have KU basketball coming up. Number one,
Yeah.
preseason number one, baby.
How did they get that ranking?
Because they bought it.
Okay. I'm glad. Yeah. You heard that here, folks. Yeah. KU bought that.
I mean, I don't care. Everybody's paying now, right? Everybody, it's out there.
All right, Joe. So before we end our show, I got some random questions I want to go through. Almost kind of like a rapid fire, like what's the first thing that pops in
Right?
your mind?
Yeah.
If we want to talk about it, we can. Okay. So, first question: what is the weirdest food you've ever eaten?
Is it weirdest?
And if you want to say something that Anissa cooked, that's fine too.
Actually,
Oh wait, no, she's here. She's here. Sorry, you can't.
no. Anissa is an amazing cook.
Okay. But there could be. I mean, it could be amazing.
And she's the one. And she's the one cooking these tacos.
Oh, yeah.
So come on out and get them. Yeah. The weirdest,
Well, do you eat menudo and the tripe and?
yeah, but the tripe is okay. Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
So I know I'm white, but I grew up in Argentina.
Are you really?
I grew up in Argentina, so like, and my neighbors actually growing up were Mexican, so I've been in that culture.
Yeah.
Actually, like, it's weird because like me growing up, man, we're getting totally off schedule, but
That's
like,
all right. That's all right.
I really felt like I grew up in a multicultural area. There's Mexicans or black people, there were Asians. So it's just like all these different people. This is how it was.
Yeah.
It's like all this different stuff nothing like that. Face is like, oh, I'm white and you're Mexican or you're black. I grew up in that area, and you went to Harmon too, so it's kind of the same deal.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah. I have ate menudo before.
When was the last time you had menudo? Been a while?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you make it?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you make everything else?
It takes a lot of time.
It does.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of time. Yeah. My mom loves making it, and
But it
she
takes a
pays
while.
for it though. I mean, after she's done, she'll buy it and she'll make it, and then literally pay for it. She's back is hurt, and feet hurt. Yeah. And, but anyway.
So back to the weirdest food.
Yeah.
Man, this is probably pretty common, but I would say liver. This is weird. When you bite into it, it's just a weird
Texture. Weird.
Yes. Oh.
But you eat it though.
No, bro.
Accident.
Oh, wait.
At Go Chicken Go, man.
Oh,
you get one of
shit.
those livers and
Yes.
your gizzards.
Oh.
And you're like,
You know what?
right?
A buddy of mine. No, you know what? A buddy of mine did that to me at work. He orders the half and half, and I didn't know that.
You just grabbed one?
And then what he said, he goes, "Hey, have you had lunch?" No. He goes, "Hey, you can have the rest of my gizzards." I'm like, okay, cool. Fuck, they were all living. I'm pretty sure they were
He
all.
ate the
Cause
half.
after the first one, I was like,
Hey, G sauce was pretty good, but there's no amount of G sauce that can cover that
No,
liver,
not even.
man.
Not even.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you had to delete all but 3 apps from your smartphone, which ones would you keep?
Which one would I keep? So I guess I have to keep my banking app
Oh,
because you have to check your balance, right? And Facebook for entertainment, straight entertainment. You have to, man. I just had some entertainment the other day. I'm not going into it.
Okay.
Because I got to read a whole bunch of entertainment. It was fun. And then the other one, probably one of my football fantasy apps. Gotta keep.
Oh, you got a fantasy app that you guys use?
Yeah, you
Oh, you
just
guys
jump
use
on
that?
there. Probably like Yahoo Sports. I have actually 2 different ones: Yahoo Sports and ESPN.
Okay.
I guess my record is better than ESPN, so I'm keeping that one. Keeping that one.
All right. Okay. I have to ask this since we were on the. I know you have a podcast and you guys talk sports. You guys ever talk NBA?
Yeah. So we do. Actually, I'll send you the clip. One of the funniest moments on our show is that who's the center for Denver, the Denver Nuggets? Jokic?
Yeah. The Joker.
The Joker.
Yeah.
Our T.I. could not say his name right. And he just kept on saying it wrong. We were like, "What'd you say? What'd you say?" He just kept on. He was like, "Yo chick, whatever."
Not your chick, but my chick or
yes,
your chick?
Yeah. I'll find it and I'm gonna send you that.
That's funny.
That was a good one. Yeah.
That's pretty good. What is your favorite dessert?
Oh man, I'd have to. Favorite dessert. I'll say my current favorite dessert, because I just found it, is the Reese's peanut butter cups, the double stuffed with the chocolate at the bottom.
She's getting a kick out of this.
No, because I told her, I was like, I just saw this because it just came out.
Okay.
And I just saw it and I was like, this is delicious.
It's dangerous.
Huh.
Yeah, but she didn't think so.
So what is it? It's a Reese's peanut butter cup.
It's the double stuffed peanut butter cup, Reese's, but it has like the lava chocolate on the bottom.
Damn, I've never seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it just came out.
Huh.
Okay.
It just came out. So I like deliver to grocery stores and stuff all the time. So I always see like the new snacks. So I saw that one. I was like, oh man, I gotta try this out. And it was legit. It was
Okay.
legit. Yeah.
What skill do you think everyone should have? What's one skill you think everybody should have?
Math.
No, man.
See,
You
but
know,
meth isn't used a whole lot,
I would say.
or is it? I mean,
Oh, math, yeah, every day.
Yes.
That is a good one. I would say, like, common sense.
True.
yeah,
Do you think,
true.
like, common sense is a skill?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you can meet the smartest people ever and they have no common sense.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Or maybe, like, maybe we, because we came from, maybe what people think as a lower class area. So we had to, like, more be aware of our surroundings.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I want to get into all this.
but,
But like,
We don't have to,
some
Jack.
people live in a class where
Mhm.
they don't have to think about certain things.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I think we grew up in an area that you had to think about a lot.
Yep.
And I think common sense is just probably the most important thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
True that. Yep. I'll give you a bell for that.
All right,
Yep.
man. All right.
If you could see one movie again for the first time,
Oh, movies.
which one would it be?
Oh gosh, Lee, man. I think, and like for the first time, like, oh, I've never seen.
If you need to phone a friend, look, she's
Man,
He's gonna say.
it's gonna be
is that what it is?
so that no, it
That's-
would not
that-
be. I would say Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah, but Interstellar. Have you seen Interstellar?
I don't think so.
Oh man, it's deep. It makes you think a lot about like.
That shit will hurt me, Joe.
Yes, it would. No, absolutely, it will hurt you. It makes
my God, I
it
don't
makes
know
you
if I could do
think
that.
a lot about just like your kids and your life. Oh man, it makes you think. Interstellar is deep. I'll
Yeah.
say that. You should check it out. You'll be like, oh man, I shouldn't have watched this.
Oh, interesting.
But The Departed is your answer.
I would say Departed. That was a really really good movie. Yeah.
What is your idea of fun?
Sports.
Man, look at this.
Podcasting?
Man,
Sports.
podcasting.
Put it together, sports.
So
podcast.
I'll talk about the podcast.
Yeah, go ahead, let's
um,
talk about it.
So I feel like podcasting is awesome. For our podcast, it's a way for our friends to come together
Mhm.
and have a few drinks and and just to be together. Because the whole premise of our podcast is like we'd always go out and have drinks and talk about sports, and half the stuff we said wasn't right. And now you have Google, you can hey, you're wrong and this and that.
Yeah, fact
but, like,
check. So people fact check you.
Yeah. Oh, we get fact checked all the time. Because we still are like, the whole premise is we're just guys at a bar,
Mhm.
Yeah.
having drinks, talking shit, talking sports, and like, maybe what we say is right, maybe it's not. And then the other person calls us out.
Yeah.
And
Can you imagine if you guys did your show live?
we do our show live now.
You do.
So we changed, we like, I think our last 4 episodes we've done live.
What?
For a couple of reasons. One reason is that we do sports.
Yeah.
So sports is always like you have to be on the top of sports, right?
Mhm.
Right.
So if we like do an episode and it don't come out till a week later,
Yeah.
all that stuff has already been talked about.
Yeah.
Everything and that. Another thing is we didn't want to pay for Riverside no more, which
Okay.
was the app. I don't know what guys app if you use the app or however you guys do yours, but because that's how we. So which was kind of cool because we could put like extra stuff on there and do all
Yeah.
the editing and all that. But and also we had to wait for Tony Hanna, Ti on the show
Yeah, yeah.
to edit it and put it out. If we do it live, it's already out there.
Yeah.
And whatever
It's already-
happens, happens.
And you know what? We didn't edit too much out of our shows anyway.
Right.
Mhm.
So it was like, actually, the only things I edited out was when Ti was being dumb.
So wait, so he edited out.
His own stuff.
His own stuff.
Absolutely. You know you done it. You know you done it.
That's funny.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Uh,
Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, please plug your podcast.
Yeah, so at Astro Boys, we usually do it. Well, it's always on Friday nights. Usually around between 7 and 8, because we always have something that just doesn't go right. Because this is a good setup here. Our setup is like we still don't know what we're doing, But watch the show. It'll be a good time. You'll see 3 or 4 guys looking like idiots, and that's it's always fun, right? It's always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I could say, yeah, you guys have something cool, sports and stuff like that. And you know, the time that I joined you guys, that was a fun time.
Yeah, and man, whenever you want to come back, man, come on back.
Okay. Just as long as we don't talk about my Cowboys, okay? We
Oh no!
No, we have to,
That's
right?
gonna be the top. That's gonna be the top thing, man.
All right, so
The
we'll see if
Cowboys
they
is
start
gonna be where
winning
it's
again.
at.
And I mean, we're 3-3, so there's a lot of.
I will
teams
tell you
that
this:
play
Mike Gomez had to come on and talk about his Raiders, who absolutely
True that.
suck. So you got to man up, Mario.
Yeah.
Come talk about your
Okay.
Cowboys.
them. All right, we will do that.
Come talk about your Cowboys, man.
Yeah, we can do that.
But yeah, no, whenever you want to come over, man, you're always welcome.
I
Like I
appreciate
said,
that.
we have a fun time. Obviously, the last time you came over, I wasn't at the door, but you found your way downstairs.
Oh yeah, that was pretty easy.
I also would like to say again one more time, the taco dinner, October 26th, Eagles Nest in Argentine. Come support your local athletes.
The Monarchs, right?
The
That's what you-
KC Monarchs, absolutely.
You guys be selling any hats? I want one of those hats. I don't know how.
If you want a hat, the next time we order them, I'll get you one.
Okay, that'd be cool.
I'll absolutely get you one, man.
What color unis do you guys wear?
Right now we have a baby blue. We have it's supposed to be maroon, but it's not maroon. It's more of a cardinal red.
Oh, okay.
And we do have like our practice jersey, which we kind of wear at games sometimes, is a maroon.
Okay.
But
Cool. Well, Joe, I appreciate you coming in. And Lisa, thanks for joining us as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks
Appreciate
for having me on the show. It's a
Yeah.
blast. You know, like you said, podcasting is so fun, man. You
Right.
come here, you have a good time. You get to,
You know, just like you said, you know, you guys just sit down and just, you know, I've told people the same thing. As people ask me, so what do you guys talk about? I said, just like sitting at a bar or at a restaurant, you're
Yeah,
having a few
man.
drinks, and you
It'll-
guys just start talking.
it'll
about
flow
bullshit.
one way or another, right?
Right,
yeah.
It'll flow one way or another.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
I mean, if you
That's
have a
why I
good
like doing
guess, I know this was flowing.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
this is flowing good.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But again, yeah, appreciate you coming in. Definitely.
here
see
you
tickets.
go.
Yeah,
Get your tickets.
have to get a few
Get
of
your
those.
tickets.
Yeah, but yeah, Joe, thank you so much.
Nah, thank you.
Yeah. And,
Absolutely.
we can do this another time. We could make it a 3.0.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll have us. We'll have you on the show, and then
Oh, we do that, yeah.
we'll go from there, man.
All right, sweet.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, bud.
Thank you.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. Until next week, adios.